Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Thomas back at you with another video. And today we have Robinhood in the news. And for not great reasons, once again, Robinhood has put themselves into somewhat of hot water. They just recently announced that they will be putting restrictions on people who flip IPO shares. And so, for those of you that don't know, flipping is essentially when you buy the share and sell it quickly afterwards, like essentially like hours or days afterwards. Now, they already have restrictions on day trading where you cannot buy and sell the same stock in the same day. But their new restrictions are anyone who buys an IPO and sells it within 30 days will be restricted from participating in IPOs for 60 days. So I tried to look into this to see what I could find from them. They don't have a lot of stuff out yet, but this is under their website. As brief as it is, it says, we won't prevent you from selling shares you get through the IPO access program. However, if you sell IPO shares within 30 days of the IPO, it's considered flipping, and you'll be restricted from participating in IPOs for 60 days. Issuing companies and their underwriters often try to avoid IPO stock flipping. Flipping could lead us to offer fewer IPOs in the future. So essentially what they're saying is, hey, we're not going to restrict you, but we're going to restrict you. You know, it's just it's really just a matter of what we feel like doing. Um, I don't know. This is just Robinhood is constantly doing stuff like this, it seems. First, it was the issue with GameStop where they basically told people, they didn't tell people, they went ahead and just said, hey, you can no longer buy this stock, you can only sell it. And now they're placing restrictions. Now, I understand that IPOs, as far as selling them and flipping them, it's not ideal for the company, but you also have to remember that any company that is getting an IPO is getting millions of dollars up. This is not $100 deals, not thousand. These are $1 million deals, especially if they're bigger. I mean, I'm not sure if any company's ever gone for like $1 billion IPO, but they're all $1 million deals just because it's a publicly traded company. And here's the thing. It's going to happen one way or another. Maybe it's not going to happen on Robinhood, but it's going to happen on another app. And I just don't understand why Robinhood is always putting restrictions on everyday investors. It's never on corporations. It's never on hedge funds. Okay. Obviously, if you're a hedge fund, you're probably not trading with Robinhood. But let people invest how they want to invest. If it's legal and compliant with the SEC, let them do it. Why are you being an obstacle? You already have such a I don't want to say bad name, but their name right now is very spotty. They are not in a good place. And so the fact that they're thinking, oh, well, you know what, this is okay. They're worried about getting other IPOs out of this. It makes no sense. Why would you hold a stock for 30 days if you can make a good profit off of it? That makes no sense to me. That's terrible investing. If you hold a stock and you see that you made a good gain off of it, you're probably going to want to take some of those gains and reinvest. That's the whole point. You take your gains from stocks and you reinvest those. But I guess for Robinhood, it's a problem to invest. I guess investing's not really their game. They're more about hey, let's hold your money and not give it to you sort of game. And I don't know. Like, I've been investing with Robinhood since I started investing, so not too long. And I have other investing apps, but honestly, I was not affected by the GameStop thing just because I was not invested in it. But this is just not okay. This is a problem where let people invest how they want. Why are you stopping other people from spending the money in their account how they best see fit? They don't, I don't get it. Like, I'm not saying Robinhood should be a babysitter and set, don't do this and don't do that and do this and do that. You're an adult. If you're investing, you're an adult. You're responsible for yourself. But that means that, hey, let people spend the money how they best see fit. It doesn't make sense. And, I was thinking about this and I'm thinking Robinhood's IPO is coming up. And I was just, this is kind of going more into conspiracy theory, but I'm thinking they might be trying to avoid major shorts on their stock. I was thinking maybe they're looking to avoid damage because there are a lot of people who were very unhappy with Robinhood after their GameStop shares were not allowed to be purchased anymore when they could only sell them. There's a lot of people who left the app. There's a lot of resentful people, reasonably so, because that is not how the market should be. Why could other people still buy and invest? Why could hedge funds and corporations still buy and invest how they see fit, but the everyday investor can't do that? And they offered their reasons as like, oh well, it's not in our like price range and all that sort of stuff. Well, then maybe don't have an investing app. Don't, if you're not going to provide the service that you explicitly say you're going to offer, then maybe you're in the wrong business. I don't know. That's ridiculous. This is not, it's the stock market. There's plenty of shares. There's plenty of money to invest. If you don't have the capacity to do it, then maybe you shouldn't be around. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm thinking maybe they might want to be looking to do damage control. That's kind of how this looks to me. They're trying to avoid what could be a really bad situation for them. I don't know for sure. And, we'll probably be finding out more soon. Um, I I believe they're supposed to release a more detailed document about how it's going to go because right now they have literally a paragraph. But if you guys can find something else that's actually from Robinhood, let me know. I would like to read through it and see what's up. But they're worried about fewer IPOs in the future from other companies. It's gonna happen from other companies. People are gonna spend the money. And here's the thing: those companies make money off the IPO. They make money when people buy the stock. They may not when they sell, but these funds are not going to be driven into the ground. If you get your IPO, you'll be all right. Worst comes to worst, they do a buyback of their stocks. But I don't think this is not nobodies who are like really going for the IPOs. I mean, there's some that do, but like take for example the stock we talked about yesterday, where it was Clear Incorporated. They have been around for about 11 years now. They're pretty stable. They're pretty well known throughout airports and all those things. They're a stable company with a stable book. It seems like they'll be all right if people decide to short their stock or sell it. But 30 days is a ridiculous investment amount of time, especially when things change in minutes and seconds. I mean, if you take, for example, so, if even in a week, like that's hundreds of hours right there where people can't trade one stock because you don't like the effects that it might have on your company. And, it, it's ridiculous. It's absurd. And it's really just kind of, in my opinion, I don't know. I feel like there might be an SEC violation here. I don't know. I cannot say for sure. Don't take that at word of mouth. That's not legal advice, nor is this, nor is that like financial advice. But at some point, something's got to give. And so, me personally, I'm kind of losing patience with Robinhood here. This is just, I don't need a company that's always going to be infringing on my trading. I'm not, people are just trying to do fair legal trades. And when you say, hey, that's more than we're allowing you to do, I mean, for goodness sake, it's a free market where you're allowed to trade. I don't understand why it's that the everyday investor who has to get screwed over in the end, but everybody else can just do what they want. I guess apparently, if you're going to say, investing democratized for all, at least mean it. Don't say, hey, investing for some when we feel up to it. And I don't know. And also the whole thing in the catch is we won't prevent you from selling shares. We won't prevent you, but we will. So if you sell it, that's 2 months there without shares. Do you want people to invest in your app or not? This is a whole new program. And it's like, well, we don't want you to do this. We want you to hold them for as long as possible. Individual shares are not long-term investments. This is not an ETF or a mutual fund. So I'm just trying to understand what the heck is going on here, where this logic comes from. Because I'll bet you that the CEOs and CFOs of Robinhood won't be holding their shares of this for like 6 months. They'll do what they best see fit. And that makes sense. Why would you not do what you best see fit? If you make capital gains off a stock and you want to sell it, it makes sense to do that. You wouldn't hold it and see like, oh, well, maybe it'll go down and then I can sell it at a lesser. It's just ridiculous. And so anyways, I don't know. Honestly, I'm kind of fed up with Robinhood at this point. If you guys have any investment apps that you guys particularly like, let me know in the comments. I have several already. I do have that I sort of dabble in. I'm not fully invested in them, but let me know what you guys think about this. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. I do want to thank you all for the new support. I really appreciate it. And you know what? Let me know what you guys think. I always want to hear from you guys, and I hope you guys all enjoy this video, and I hope you guys have a good one. I will see you next time.